Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I am up and Adam. Okay, up and Adam. I'm doing several things today, preparing for several interviews this coming week. So I'm just chilling. I'm gonna go to the gym after I do some driving around. I decided to get up here. Hey, Miss Jalen. I decided to get up here and say what's up to the chat, to the people. Hello, everybody. Hello, I'm enjoying a Starbucks sandwich. That's why I'm not facing the camera right this second. But good morning. Good morning, Mel. I'm definitely going to be doing my workout soon. Because it's kind of slow this morning. I was going to try and try and make a little bit. But it's really, really slow. I was about to ask you what you're snacking on. Oh, yeah, Starbucks. I'm only eating out because I'm supposed to be doing stuff right now. Oh, Mel, I'm sorry. You know how many times I've had to drink black coffee because I didn't have no damn creamer? I feel the struggle right now, girl. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm going to work out right this minute. I definitely am going to work out this morning. But I'm trying to see what's up, what's going on out here. If there's any money on these streets. But it's really quiet right now. So I might go get a workout in and then come back and see what's going on, what's popping. I really don't have that much of a subject, really. I'm just popping in saying hello. Hey, TMKC, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys hit the like button, okay? I saw some people were still celebrating Halloween this weekend, which I thought was cute. I celebrate Halloween all year long. All year long. Shit, I love my horror. I love all of that stuff. So I'm just chilling here, watching people with their costumes the day after Halloween. I'm like, all right, shit, you do you. If I could celebrate Halloween all year long, I would. Excuse me. I guess I'm going to have tea and honey. I'll drive down later. I'm being lazy. I like to chill on Sunday. Me too. The thing is, with that extra hour that we gained, I feel like I slept all like forever. Because I went to sleep early yesterday too. I was tired early. I'm a big fan of Halloween. Big, big. Well, not necessarily Halloween, but spooky stuff is what I'll say. Like, I like horror. I like spooky stuff. The holiday isn't really like the big thing, Harry. I really like the spooky stuff. Sorry, y'all. I'm over here doing my lip liner. Because, after you eat, you gotta get your lips together. You gotta get your lips together. Oh, what's going on, everybody? Make sure you guys hit the like button. What's going on, Royce? Now you can sell that an hour earlier. Wow, second time. You are a dusty motherfucker. I know you bandits are really the ones selling your ass. That's why you're saying all of that. I'm supposed to wait till 7 minutes before I start cussing out, but you bandits always gotta do too much. Always. Always. But good morning to everybody. Good morning. I was thinking about everything that's going on, in the world. elections this coming week.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Oh,
Check your Wi-Fi network connection by going to settings.
Mitch, I didn't try to turn you on. Oh, hell no. Why is this tablet talking to itself? Yo, I love horror flicks too. Yeah. If y'all can just get rid of some of these dust mites, what's the best advice you have ever received? The best advice that I have ever received was to not pay people no mind, to not care, to not pay attention to irrelevant people. That was the best advice ever. You know what I mean? That was the best advice ever, because people, first of all, we all go through seasons. In one moment, you could be doing good as hell, and then you could turn around, sneeze a little bit, and you're back to back to square one. So it's important to not, excuse me, not care, not worry. I'm gonna do what you do, sis. Listen, I made a lot of mistakes, TMKC, trust me. I made a lot of mistakes, including who I married, who I trusted with my personal information. Y'all can get rid of these dust mites coming in here, because we know where these bandits are coming from. Shout out to 105 people in the chat. I don't know what made all you guys come here today, but I hope you're having a good day. Some people don't even pay themselves attention. Yeah, that's the sad part. Imagine me paying a bunch of random people attention and not myself. Not meeting my needs, not meeting the needs of my people in the immediate area. You know what I mean? Or not helping them meet their needs, but worried about some random people on the internet. Couldn't be me. Don't knock people down, karma will come back to you. Well, the thing is, I don't even I let karma do its thing, because I know karma's gonna do its thing. Karma don't play. Karma don't play. They don't play politics. Karma doesn't care about your friendships and your associations. Karma knows nobody. Nobody can escape karma. So my mistake is trusting people. Don't trust anyone, Flora. Yeah, that was the biggest mistake. The biggest mistake I made was, one, thinking that a nigga was gonna be different with me than he was with the whole world. Right? Two, trusting people, letting people know what was going on. Like, that was my biggest thing, was trusting stupid ass, wrong ass people. I should have never done that. If you guys could please hit the like button. I see there's plenty of you guys in the chat, but if you guys could hit the like button, that will truly help my channel and everything that I'm doing here. Oh, why do I look like I got crusties on the side of the mouth? We've all done it. Don't fret. Yeah, and I even at one point was being super hard on myself, because people were like, "You should be embarrassed. You should be." I'm like, "Nigga, look at you. Look at you." But another thing that I realize is that when I go back and forth with some of these people, or I even respond to some of the shit that they say, I start to realize, like, first of all, look at this person. Like, look at how they show up in the world. Look at what they look like. Look at them. How would it, of course they're gonna be, of course they're gonna be mad, right? And this is not to try and be rude or like trying to degrade people. No, the people who've been coming after me the most, doing exposés. I saw pictures of them at this meetup this weekend, because that's what niggas love to do. Niggas love to meet up. I saw pictures of these people at meetups, and I was like, holy hell. Oh my Lanta. Like, now I understand. Like, now I understand the fixation. Now I understand the attitude towards me, the all that. I understand everything. Because people who are ugly on the outside and on the inside, that's all they can be. So they got to chase after people who have some light attached to them, who have some good energy radiating off of them, and attack them. They have to make the world see them in the ugly way that they see them, because they're ugly and that's all they can see is ugliness. That's all some of these people can see is ugliness, because that's what they are on the inside and on the outside. I saw a screen grab of somebody. I saw a great screen grab of somebody. I was like, well, goddamn. Like, that makes a lot of fucking sense. Makes a lot of fucking sense. Like, Denzel W has a great series about taking time to be alone with yourself and what it can do for women. It's on YouTube. Fur Baby is cuddling with me now. Cute. You know, Mel, that's the thing. You gain so much being by yourself. You gain so much being by yourself. That's why, like, when you do take a risk for somebody, you really got to know who you're taking a risk for. Because that peace that you had when you were by yourself, that peace that you had on your own, taking time to be by yourself, you're not going to get that same peace back after you've dealt. Like, I was so peaceful before I met this person. Like, my energy was peaceful. I was on the up and up. Body was looking better. Energy, I was feeling better. I was feeling better. I was looking younger. Not to say that I suddenly have aged significantly, but definitely packed on some pounds from being with this person. Definitely have a lot of stress in my body that still hasn't left from being with this person. And that was my mistake, right? Giving up my peace before I knew that the person that I was with could sustain that peace or be similar to it. Miss Jalen says you can get all that back. Yeah. Flora, one day at a time. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that one day at a time I got to take it. And that's how things are going to get better for me. But we're talking about a buildup. A buildup of dealing with stress and shenanigans. Knowing what you want is key. So then when it's not that, you feel comfortable walking away from anything that doesn't serve you. Yeah, Mel, I definitely have to hone that a lot better. I have to hone that. I also have to hone my wanting to see people for better than who they are, than what they've already shown. You know, that's a big flaw that I think. You know, wanting to see the best in people isn't a flaw, but seeing the best in the worst people, it can hurt you. It can damage you. It can damage you. And that's something that I'm gonna have to overcome on my own at the end of the day. But I just think about how I was feeling prior to this person, like even after a breakup before that, that was like, you know, I wouldn't say it wasn't significant in any way, shape, or form, but there was even some. I just should have known better. I just should have known better. And so my biggest advice to people is don't care what these people are. A lot of the times, the fixation that people have on you, the hatred that people have on you, it says more about themselves, what they're struggling with internally, than it does about you. People do wear a mask, Miss Jalen. They wear a mask comfortably. I've endured betrayal trauma due to thinking that way as well. Yeah, I need to be a lot smarter, Mel. I need to be a lot smarter because I have complete control over my own life, and that's not to say we don't make mistakes, but I think that when you do set yourself up for failure by, you know, wishing the best in people, seeing the best in people who don't really have a best, you know? When you don't learn the first time, you'll keep repeating it till you learn. Right. And I think this is a lesson I've been struggling with for a while since I started dating. So hopefully this is like the final lesson for me. Peach too cool. Hey, I'm not here to discuss dude. That is a long gone situation. People can go discuss him if they want to. It's not what I'm here to discuss. I'm discussing my part in it. I think we always think everyone is like us when they're not. That's a big flaw, though, Mel. I think thinking that people see things the way you do, that they feel the way you do about betrayals and loyalty and things like that. The thing is, you can know somebody, but you're really not going to know somebody the same way that somebody who's laying down with them is going to know them. That's the thing. So all these people who can say, "Well, I know, dude, I know." Well, y'all never laid down with them. You know what I'm saying? You guys never laid down with them. So what you're seeing is not going to be the same as what somebody who laid down with them is seeing, anyways. Stop beating on yourself. I'm really not, Miss Jalen. I think this level of accountability is really important when you make a poor decision in a partner, in a life partner, whatever you want to call it. I do think that there's a level of accountability that I need to take for the decisions that I made. Because even though people I didn't like were the ones saying it, they weren't lying. They weren't lying when they warned me about dude and was like, why would you do that? Like, that's not a person you date. That's not like, I literally chose to say, well, I'm not going to believe certain people just because I don't like them. Right message, wrong messenger. Excuse me. Oh boy, what a sneeze. I've had like a coughing fit for a couple days now, but it hasn't turned into anything else. But I keep thinking about the right word or the right message. Thank you guys. The right message, but the wrong messenger, right? How many people tried to warn me and tell me, like, why would you do that? Once you fall out, watch how they're going to talk about you. You know a tree by the fruit it bears. Yep. Allergies are out there. Yeah, it's also like going from cold to hot to cold to hot. Like yesterday it was 70 something degrees. Today, this morning, I woke up, it was 30 degrees. So my body's probably like, what is going on? But good morning, Imperfect. I hope you're doing good today. But there was so much that I could have avoided a lot of stress. Is what I'm saying. The lucky part is that I'm young. I could never pretend to know the ins and out of other folks' relationships. I don't. I just like seeing young black women thrive. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Because there's a lot of people who aren't just black, who are white or Asian, whatever, and they actually want to see you thrive. But I think a lot of the times we get hyper focused on these like black environments, these black sectors, and we don't hear any other messages. That could apply to you as well. You might not be the same person like you present to us. I mean, how do we know that you not fabricating this for attention though, Mrs.? What am I fabricating though? Because if you look at my channel all prior to this person, there's never any personal business. There's no streaming my house, family, friend. Like, I wasn't doing that. I don't do that. Mel says no one gives black women grace. Of course not. Of course, we don't deserve grace, right? We should be accountable and know and do better and da 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 da. Yeah, even black people will act like that towards you. Sometimes black people will be the worst. And then they look at a situation, the same situation with different race. Oh, wow, my God. Oh, wow. I feel so bad for her. Oh, my goodness. And you just look and you wonder, like, what's going on? Miss Jill says, as younger women, a lot of times people tell us things, but we didn't listen. We had to learn by experience. That's just something that young women do. That will change as you get older. Yeah, as I get older, I have no intent. Like, I'm telling you guys, like when I go back and get my stuff going, like first of all, I'm gonna be back to work soon. But once I start getting myself going, like I'm gonna literally have to look back and be like, you fucking did that, bro? Like, I'm gonna have to have a conversation with my daughter when she gets young, when I have a daughter. I'm gonna be like, honey, don't do it. Don't do it. You might not know what I'm talking about right now, but when you get to a point in your life and you're wondering, should I do it? Don't do it. That's what I have to tell my kids. As soon as you make a mistake, they don't empathize, they attack. Right. A lot of these people, all they know how to do is attack, though. Like that's all they do. All they know how to do is attack people and talk crazy. Mind you, there's so much going on. Nobody's talking about the fact that this coming week that we're voting in one of the most important elections in our lifetime. Nobody's talking about that. Like, okay, we don't like, you should go back, save the earth. SD, why don't you do me a favor and go back to the trash can where you were dumped in when your mother gave birth to you? EJ says it's easy. Don't touch the stove. Did you see what DJ Envy do to his daughter? Yeah, that was disturbing. To see a 7-year-old or 8-year-old, whatever, sitting there gyrating in a bathing suit, pretending to be little Kim. And then people wonder how Diddy got away in this industry. Just support her, give her all the tools and info. Even if she doesn't appreciate it right then, she'll thank you later. Right. Because I think about some of the stuff my mom told me when I was young. My dad, my mom. I think about it now and I'm like, damn, I was not able to apply this at all. Like, yes, I'm able to look back and be, in hindsight, be smart and learn and not get myself too wrapped into a situation. But I think about the stuff they told me. I'm like, wow, I did not apply this. I didn't apply this. You know what I'm saying? And then professional me, because as soon as I get back to work, I'm also going to be preparing to go back to school next fall. Professional me is going to be looking back at this situation like, damn, y'all remember that time in my life when I was stupid as fuck and I married somebody that I barely knew on YouTube? Remember that? Jalen, I saw that. Is he wrong for that? Yeah, he's actually good. Oh my goodness. Mel, if you watch that video, you're gonna be very disturbed. You're gonna be very hope to see you cleaning off them streets one day. Antonia, I don't know what you're talking about again, but like I said, when I started laying down with dogs, with a dog, I got fleas, right? So I have a whole bunch of residual. People feel like they got something to say about me now because of who I dealt with. Daniel, but who's putting a celebrity on a pedestal though? Right? Calling a celebrity out for exploiting his daughter is not putting a celebrity on a pedestal. That's simply holding somebody to accountability. Why would your old ass have your littlest daughter dress and act like little Kim? And the big sisters are all in the background just like, no, they should have been the ones doing all that gyrating, not a damn 8-year-old. This doesn't make any sense. But Royce, here's the problem though. Like, why are you? Did y'all not listen to Jordan Peterson? He said, "Don't worry, don't be upset at the whole of black women. Be upset at yourself. Why aren't you getting the results or the experience that you want when you interact with black women?" Right? Stop applying that to all black. No, there's some fucked up people of every race. It has nothing to do with color. A person being fucked up is simply just that. They're effed up. There's something wrong with them. All I'm saying that hey, can you tell the same thing, painting him in this messed up image while making it seem like you're the best he ever had? It's not cool, ma'am. Peach Too Cool. Obviously, that's your friend. So you should probably go back there and watch your friend, maybe donate to him and his family, right? But I don't care for you to come here and ask me to paint him in a good light. I didn't ask for any of our relationship to be online. All of that was done without my consent. All of it was done before I even had a choice. So I think it's funny that everybody keeps saying, well, y'all put. No, I didn't put nothing. I didn't put nothing. I got dragged into it. So you're saying the problem is mentioning race. No, Royce, I think the problem is trying to indict a whole group of women. You should say, this is the problematic group of people. And you could even say women, because that's what I deal with, or that's what you deal with. This is the problem with problematic people, problematic women, women of a particular character or caliber. That's who you talk to. That's who you talk about. But I think the problem is a lot of you guys will come to these conversations with everyday women and try to apply all these bad experiences that you had. I don't know. I have no way of qualifying or quantifying anything that you're saying. It doesn't relate to me. I can't relate. So what's the point? Thank you, Access to Rome. You basically just agreed with me. No, I didn't, Royce. I basically just told you that you're allowed to have whatever opinion you have about women. But when you come into conversations about relationships or whatever, and you just apply the only thing you apply to the conversation is the bad behavior of a subset of women, it makes no sense. It makes zero sense. Guys, also guys, okay? So you guys forget I'm African, right? So I got a funny story for you guys coming up soon. Funny story for you guys, all right? But yeah, I'm over here just thinking about how to move forward with my life. Once I start working, it's over. Like, yeah. I'm still gonna be here doing my streams and popping up for my vlogs and things like that, but I'm gonna be right back on the path that I was on. But the fact that I know you're a tether floor. No, whatever. But the fact that like I feel like I got taken off of the path that I was already on, that bothers me, you know? That really bothers me. I'm from Angola. I'm from Angola. So, yeah, I thought you said you were American. Lie so much. Well, here's the thing, SD, right? I was born and raised in the United States. Born and raised. But my parents are Africans. And I've always said that. I've never said I wasn't African. I even told you guys my dad was from another country working in the US. Peach too cool. I don't know who you are. And however you know him, feel free to keep that memory of him alive and well in your face and your body. So it's up to you, whatever you do. Like I said, whatever you believe about him is your own issue. I don't have to sway your thinking in any way about dude. Actually, you generalize black women every time you talk about them, Royce. Hey, Lana Love. I have Angola and beef from what my DNA said. Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm guessing that, Mel, that you're like a nice chestnut or almond brown. That's what a lot of Angolans have, that like rich brown that's like not dark, not light, just like a perfect rich brown color. That's what I've noticed from a lot of Angolans. Good morning. You ever get your DNA done? No, just because like I know all my family, but also because I've heard that they use those DNA packs for other things. I learned in criminal justice that they use those DNA for other things. That's the only reason why I haven't done it. Not that I'm scared, like I haven't committed a crime or anything. But what if they like use that DNA to like replicate me or something? And then I walk around and I see another Flora and I'm like, you know? If I say thoughts are not wife material, why should black women who aren't thoughts get offended? My problem is, what place does that have in a conversation about wives? Like, we will be talking about wives and y'all just will say something like that. Um, yeah. Good morning, love. Hey, front porch, how you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, Miss Jalen, that's like an elementary. Oh, I never knew that, Mel. Hello, Flora. Yes, I'm at work. Yes, I'm listening. What's going on, Sirius? How are y'all gonna split the van? SD, I don't want anything from that man at all. Trust me. He can keep and he can have everything of his. So I don't know why y'all keep trying to make this a sassy conversation. You will see another Flora somewhere. We have at least one person out there that looks exactly like us all. But I walked by what somebody would say was my doppelganger, and it was very strange. She was a lot taller, though. I was like, oh shit, did she play volleyball or something? But this was when I was in, where was I? I believe we were doing basketball. I think it was like PA or something like that. Do you consider blacks and Africans as two different things? No. Y'all can tell women not to marry a bandit, but we can't tell men not to wife thoughts. Well, here's the thing, Royce, right? I think that when you come into conversations where people are trying to be genuine, right? Because we say bandits, but women always describe what they mean by bandits, right? They don't just mean any old nigga. right? That's not what they mean. They usually mean men who don't have jobs, men who don't have a future, men who aren't building anything. Can we block anyone bringing up personal stuff? Yeah, especially if they're not here regularly. You can definitely eat them. Hey, Robin, what's going on, boo? When all these men in the space started coming at me, I quickly removed my image. That helped. Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. It's hard when you're a content creator to not, because a lot of the times people who, oh, you don't have to hide Peach Too Cool. I think Peach Too Cool is somebody who knew that fat bandit that I was married to. Oh, you don't have to hide him either. You don't have to hide them. You can time them out, because SD comes here. You don't have to hide him. But I meant like the people to hide will be people like we don't like people we've never seen before. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to hide them. Um I'm not saying I have any problem with you timing them out. Like feel free to time them out. Um 10, 30 minutes, stuff like that. Good day everyone. What's going on, Sharon? Did you wake up toxic this morning? Did you wake up toxic? This sector got people all toxic. Did you go to the fight? I heard some people got knocked the fuck out. Uh, yeah, see, you can hide. I might have. Of course you did, though. Of course you did. This sector has like a poison in it. You know, that it makes everybody wake up petty and a little toxic, which is okay. It's all right. We're gonna overcome that one day. The movement in this space is too damn toxic, so it's for avatars, not your true image, in my opinion. I'm not a content creator, so it's different. Yeah, and you know, Mel, I try to make my shows nice and like boring, and like you have to use your listening ears and you got to know how to read, so that the people who do all that ghetto ass like trolling and acting crazy, so that they stay away. That's what I try to do. I couldn't award that stream last night. I've been up in this space too damn long. I feel you, Mel. I feel you. But you know, it's morning, Flora and chat. Good morning, MJ. What's going on? I'm up nice and early. It's 9 o'clock over here. I heard people was cheating on the meetup. Who? Robin, who is cheating on their significant other? Oh Lord! You see why these meetups are messy? You see why these meetups are messy? People will leave there with their marriage on the rocks. They will leave those type of events with their marriage on the rocks. That's crazy. I want to know though, Robin. You can't just drop a bomb like that and then not finish. Who? Who was cheating? They wake up with gossip. SD, you love the gossip. You love the gossip. Jalen says, meet up, they hoeing. Did you go, MJ? Did you go to that meetup? I was meeting up with the Lord. I don't have time for none of these meetups. I can't. People leaving there with their. I'm not trying to say nothing, but how did some of you guys feel about meeting these people that be on panels and chats? Mel said, I got some ideas on who at Robin. Oh, Lord. Oh, it's nice to see all the ladies rallying around her, including Sharonda. Who's Sharonda? EJ, I'm supposed to block you. Every time you come in here, you're running your mouth. Who's Sharonda? Who is Sharonda? Oh, sorry, Sharon. I'm like, who? I'm sorry, Sharon. I didn't even realize he was talking about you. Miss Jalen says, I would never meet these people. Me either. Because you never know. And seeing some of these people are, I'm not trying to say I'm like a supermodel skinny, but some of these people are big as hell. I'm like, damn, imagine meeting up with that. All that shit you done talk, they just jump your throat. Like, oh no. They be fans in real life, no smoke. Okay. I bet, Sharon. I bet. You know, I bet. Who had a meetup? Lana Love, this might be risky, hosted a boxing match, and there was a lot of people. There was even people from like Sectors I didn't even know who were around here. Hey, Chakra Love. I saw Moo Moo at the meetup. I was like, why was everybody fat? Robin! I think B. Taylor was the only one who wasn't fat. You literally married someone from here, right, EJ? Exactly. I think B. Taylor was the only one who wasn't. Um, she got that big old bobblehead, but she's not fat. She looked good. I was like, good for her. Um, whew. Robin is hell. I can't. Imperfect says I wouldn't trust none of these people. Yeah, let me find out. I'm gonna go meet up with. And that's not even trying to think I'm better than people. Um, I'm just not meeting up with these people. I didn't talk too much shit, and then seeing some of these WWE shaped motherfuckers. Ain't no way I'm meeting up with y'all. Hemp was about to experience. She has that Bratz doll look. She's cute. She is cute. She is cute. She got the big bobblehead. Yeah, she's pretty. Jay Ali is model thin. I didn't see her, but I also didn't watch all this stuff. Unfortunately, that's what happens once life happens. People don't stay small, men and women. Lana, shut up. Lana's trying to act like she's not an itty bitty thing, talking about, oh, that's what happens in real life. Why didn't real life hit you then? Like, people are just born big. Like, Lana, I don't want to hear it. They said Ramen M needs to be typed. No, I'm not even trying to talk because it's like the way people be trying to talk about each other, and then you see these meetup photos. Lace don't even be in place. Like the same bitches calling everybody ugly. Whatever, Lana. I'm trying to be fair. Okay. Some folks have that thin gene. Yeah, definitely. I definitely think there's a thin gene, but I also think there's like we just eat so badly in this country. Like we eat badly. The food that we're eating is not real. Whew. Sean Antonio had that muffin top too. Oh, Sean Antonio. Why do you have to why do Oh, Chakra Love says, all I know is I'm fine as fucking real life. Okay, tell him. Some folks just be big boned. Mel, ain't no fat skeleton. Who said that? Oh, Lord. I think we eat so bad. Yeah, exactly, Robin. Ooh, let me stop. Cause I don't have no business talking about nobody. I'm not stick thin. Okay? I'm not stick thin. Woo! Bitches was big. I was literally looking at some of those videos like the food itself is bad. Yeah, exactly. Come on, SD. Sean Antonio be looking up there like he's like buff, muscular. So the fact that he got a muffin top, you know it's a hard life. I mean, I thought everybody was a supermodel. Chakra, please. You didn't think none of these people were. I saw, I saw Lace lifting. Said you're in. Listen, it wasn't just the bodies that we're embodying, okay? It wasn't just the bodies that weren't embodying. There was Lace out of place, and I was just, whew. I think it's hilarious that they say if you have an avatar, you're ugly. Yeah, okay. Exactly, Mel. Supermodels and CEOs. Tiki, they do swear. Yo, tell me why somebody in the chat yesterday was like, my husband makes 6 figures. He works for NASA, NAFTA. All, and I'm like, but your husband ain't shit. And he's online talking shit. You know, like everybody truly believes that their people are the best. Imperfect says too many hormones and additives in all the food. No, exactly. And people like it's not a joke. This food can kill you. That's why you see so many of us big. Big as hell. Oh Lord. Roast beef had a wig hat on. Oh my god, Ignorant TV, don't get me started. I'm not trying to start nothing. I don't want nobody to be crying. Okay, because then they're gonna be like, these bitches always want to talk about me. Always want to talk about me. I don't want no smoke. This is big girl. She's a big girl. Okay. They said harness. This is the most unserious chat ever. Was that an alarm? No, that was DoorDash asking me if I wanted delivered. Ignat was dragging on Israel's channel. Ray, Robin. Now you know damn well the placement of some wigs. And then to post certain picture, I'm like, you really thought that? How you do your girl dirty like that? Posting her wig all tilted and shit. Oof. I can't. I can't. This sector is a goddamn mess. I will never take this sector seriously. Oh boy. TMKC, when are you gonna pop out at a meetup? I heard Momo was there. Did you see that? Let's see. DoorDash is trying to send me some raggedy ass orders. Hold on. I'm about to log off. Big girls matter too. Lana, they do. They do. They do. But like, there's something to what's going on right now. You know, it's just something. TMKC, I'm never because I don't want to go to jail. Yeah. I feel like all the shit I said and how some of these people look in real life, they see me, it would be on sight. What is a tilted wig? I've never heard that. Well, let's just say the lace is out of place. How about that? The lace is significantly out of place. That's why, like, I don't suggest everybody wear lace. Like, especially if you don't have the head shape or the baby hairs to get you going. Like, hold on, y'all. Black in the space, especially the men, they have the absolute audacity. I'm just saying, Robin, I don't think everybody is suited to put a lace
Drive
front
south,
on.
then turn right.
Oh, sorry, y'all. My car is not my car. My phone is talking to me. Nah, Robin, it's not for everybody. Cause I be seeing some people's lace. I'm like, y'all don't have no business with a lace front on, bro. You don't even got enough follicles on your head for a lace front. You should have bought you a full wig and
Drive
kept the front
southeast,
thing.
then turn left.
Why is DoorDash trying to give me directions? Bitch, the IHOP is down the street. It was a big back party. Oh my Lanta. Ignorant TV. I saw you in them chats cutting up though. I'm not gonna lie. You are. Brincella's wig used to look crazy too. Yeah, we all saw that. Oh, what is this? Okay, pickup truck. Jesus fucking Christ. You didn't even try to stop. There's literally so many natural hairstyles, braids, different lock styles. Like, why? No, seriously, Mel. Like, and then these be the people claiming to everybody that they got so much hair. Bitch, then why didn't you put a new piece of hair on? Don't tell me that's your good wig. Let me just stop. I really shouldn't be saying this. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this shit off. Assume you don't know where you're going. Where was this stream, y'all? My ass, my petty ass, wanna see Tiki. It's all over different sectors, like not different sectors, different channels, because the sector was all in one place last night. They were all at in Houston. Mumu was there too. I was surprised to see Mumu hanging out with some of the people he was hanging out with, but that's YouTube. People just meet up. I so want lace wigs to go out of style. Yeah, me too, because it's just like it requires too much skill, and I be seeing too many lifted, tilted wigs. Lana Love. I love pork ribs too. Where was this? Oh, let me see. Mel, they used to sit too low. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, they do, Robin. I've seen those. I've seen those U part wigs. They look good, but so everybody thinks that they can put a lace. I've seen very few content creators get their lace. Like Nyla's hair never misses, but she used to be somebody who worked in the beauty industry, so obviously she never misses. Cynthia's hair never like they look. Their hair looks good put together. Some of these women who spend the most time online talking shit, talking about people's wigs, talking about other people's bodies, calling people ugly. Man, I've never seen anybody look so. And you know what I hate? You know what I hate the most, Robin, is when the man don't be telling that woman nothing. They just let her think she look good, looking a damn fool. How you got a man that he didn't tell you you look disgusting? No, that was terrible. No, but how you got a man that he don't tell you, baby? Baby, that wig is not wigging. That wig is not. But then again, he was comatose too, so he probably done lost a few brain cells trying to be cute with you. I heard somebody got knocked the fuck out. That's what I heard. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. We all know these dudes can't fight by the way they be online yelling, arguing with bitches. We all know. Baby, you need spandex. Listen, these people be needing Christ. Who gives it? Y'all go meet up, do it like it's grown folks. Fun fact, people who bleach their buttholes are technically changing their ringtone. Okay, I figured he was going to lose. He's out of shape. Yeah, of course he is. He is. It must have been one of those things just for entertainment. They probably wanted somebody. They said, "Who want to be the fall guy?" So that Fantastic can finally win a fight. That's what it was all about. They wanted Fantastic to win because his ugly ass got beat up last time. So they said, who would be the likely, what do you call it, loser if we do that? They said, but I still think Fantastic can't fight. They need to match him up with someone his height. Right, exactly. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, but he was the fall guy. He was the only way that Fantastic was gonna win. Is if somebody in his caliber of weight, whatever you want to call it. That's the only way he was gonna win. I see it as basically sparring. Roast beef was looking like Hey man, you need to stop. You are just full of it. Of course, imperfect. Of course. Who else is he gonna beat? Who else is he gonna beat? Street fights are different. Yeah, they are. Ooh, this store is busy today. I'm about to leave this order. Sometimes these orders don't be worth it when you gotta wait an hour. Hi, DoorDash? Oh boy, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. Y'all know I don't like to wait. Y'all know I don't be liking to wait. Miss your ass is hilarious. Just, oh Lord, Peach too cool. Whatever. I just like cat fights. Vicious. Hamp really called Fantastic the GOAT. Well, that should tell you something. Yep. Oh, that was quick. Thank you. DoorDash be knowing I'm not patient. There is no queens out here. Hold on, y'all. After all that, ladies, can we pretty much protect ourselves? Get a pew pew and a dog? Absolutely. Hold on. Oh boy. Let me put that in there. Y'all know these DoorDashes be elaborate as heck. Tells me Hamp be drunk. Oh yeah. I'm sure, like, you know, I don't know. I'm not gonna say nothing because I don't want anybody to feel like I'm trying to target them. I just feel like some of these people, like, they obviously don't have much fulfillment going on in their lives. Thank you, Chakra. Y'all really You guys really crack me up though. SD, how am I helping obesity? Everybody who orders DoorDash isn't fat. So I don't know what y'all be thinking. But then yeah, maybe I am helping obesity. Let me see real quick. Hold on, guys. Yeah, exactly, serious. I've heard the same thing. I've heard the same thing. That's why I don't like. For me, I'm not meeting up with none of these fucking people. You know how many people try to get me to go to these Fight Club meetups before? Hell no. I'll meet up with no. I will meet up with a police officer before I'll meet up with any of these people. I said Trinidad because she makes these dudes money. Exactly. Trinidad is literally a bandit narc supply. She be over there looking crazy. She obviously is in a violent, aggressive relationship. And she don't care. She don't care about being the butt of these people's jokes. Hold on, y'all. Mo, it's between them three. Ever heard about the white dude who went to a college campus and deleted a black student over YouTube topics? No, I never heard about that. Serious, that's crazy. SDU or no one can control how people live their lives. Well, girl, I'm going to leave, but call your husband. He still loves you and just want to talk to him. Okay, peace too cool. Now I'm going to put you in timeout because I don't want you coming over here to do that. If you enjoy the show, enjoy the show. I don't want anybody related to him calling me. And here's the thing, y'all. I want to tell you guys something. Not because I want you to paint a bad idea of you guys, of the dudes. But tell me why home dude's sister wanna be trying to come at me crazy in text messages. Oh, you had something to say? Or you had da 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 da. I'm like, what? So we was just together. Now you're sending people after me. How interesting. How interesting. That's all I'm gonna say there. I'm gonna leave that part over there. It was a black woman he offed. It happened like 13 years ago, I think. Yeah, and honestly, YouTube used to have inboxes. I don't know if you guys don't remember that. YouTube used to have inbox, and you could pretty much talk to anybody on YouTube. And when I had an inbox, when I tell you the amount of white supremacist people would be sending messages and things like that, or who I would be like chatting with, not chatting with, I would be chatting with groups of people, and they would come out of nowhere and start sending you messages if they saw you commenting something or making a joke or sharing a video. Like it's YouTube used to be a lot weirder. And I'm glad that they took away those inboxes. Those meetups are just bad boys club meetings. They need to get a Harley and a jacket. Exactly. But it's a lot of weird stuff going on YouTube. But, at the end of the day, I can't talk, right? I married somebody who I met on here. So I can't really talk. But I'm just saying, these meetups are for fucking respectfully. Oh Lord, Ignorant TV, you believe that? One's talking about people's bodies and looking a goddamn mess. That's all I'm gonna say. There's only one reason that a man talks to a woman online. Really, Big Time Charlie? Do you believe that? SD, you are just the messiest man I've ever met. Messy as hell. Cam just needs an excuse to sleep with a married woman, and he married. Oh my Lord, Ignorant TV, you believe that? Hey, I'm not trying to say nothing again. I'm just using what y'all put out there, right? Because that's what y'all do when you guys talk about other people. But he called his wife a 4, so maybe he's looking for a 6 or a 7. I don't know. Like I said, I'm throwing hands with you. If I'm your wife, you get up there and call me a 4. I'm swinging on you. Period. Like, I don't care. I say that because people know how these spaces are. Sorry. People know how these spaces are. They know how people talk about each other and their wives. So you're telling me that you You assume that people would say your wife is ugly, so that's why you're gonna say, "Well, my wife's a 4." These people don't be. I'm telling you, these people don't even be liking their spouses. And I'm not saying that's true necessarily about him, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of people who are married, who have been married, and they don't even like their spouses. Even TV said, "My wife's bad." I bet she is, the way you be running your mouth in these streets. That would have been the end of the marriage. Exactly, Robin. Let me find out I'm getting married to a nigga calling me a 4. Well, he got a big old neck on top of that too, and he ain't nothing to look at special like that either. And I'm not saying him. I'm just saying in general. I'm saying in general. My man talks about me like that. We're squaring up, and then he's leaving, and then he popped out 6 of his babies on top of that. That's crazy. We find out I had 6 of your raggedy ass babies. Now I'm a 4. A 4. Oh, trust me, Imperfect. I'm going to continue to. I'm actually getting a master's degree that's going to propel me to work for myself and make a significant more amount of money working by myself. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to continue and get an even further degree that's going to allow me to be in leadership in my field. So definitely going to keep stacking up them degrees. You know how many men that I met that were turned on by my educational prowess? So many men. So I think it's funny that these guys, you had, what's his face? You had Tommy Naker Mayor in my chat the other day. She's above a 5. Yeah, exactly, Robin. I'm trying to fit in with this red pill dude sometimes and just be saying stuff. Yeah, Robin, but you got to understand, like, I'm not saying he's a narc, but some men be in these relationships with women ready to knock, to try and knock. I had to keep checking on my GPS. But some of these men will be with women to knock them down a notch, right? They'll pop them full of 6 babies just so they can say something, just so they can then devalue them. That's what always happens. Not just with narcs, but a lot of these red pill dudes, they want to devalue women. They want women to feel like, hey, I can determine your value as a man, because as soon as you begin to believe that, they have control over you. There's some women who truly buy into this shit. I've counted five old ass niggas with blonde beards and big bellies this weekend. I don't. Tiki, stop! You're gonna make me crash over here reading your damn comments. I can't. Oh, here we go. Oh boy. Oh, ladies be driving fast in this city. She's highly educated and she had 6 kids for him. Right? Like, that's crazy. I would. You can't even fix your lips to call somebody who had 6 children for you a 4. You can't even do that. Not even trying to fit in with your friends. Like, yeah, 6, 6, chakra love. He should be kissing the ground that that lady walks on. I'm not having 6 kids for nobody unless he got money and he got nice behavior. I think about all the women that would have not had their kids if they knew how that man was going to treat them. There wouldn't be a lot of kids in this world. Because these men will act one way before you got kids. Once you got the kids, now it's different. Hey, Judge Judy Nayami, how you doing? My mom used to say, oh, your family be watching your YouTube. I don't know why you be over there talking all that. And I said, well, Mom, I didn't know any of them. Oh, they better love 12. They better put that dog away. I'm not getting out my car if he's not on a leash. You see, that's the thing about these damn Trump supporters. They be thinking they can just have their pets outside. Bitch, if you don't grab that dog, I ain't dropping off shit. I'm serious as fuck. It's not cute, niggas. Stop that ish. What happened to the silver foxes? Yo, all of these dudes want to have blonde hair now, though. They want to have blonde hair, blonde beards, all of that. Okay, so they said number 12. Oh, here we go. Yeah, get your damn dog and bring that dog inside. sitting here looking at me like I'm delivering DoorDash. Sorry, these people be having their dogs outside like they know their dog is not civilized. Why is your dog outside? Serious, you're terrible. The way they package some of these bags, like, do you want me to bring it in or drop it on my way in? Fracking for me. That's a nice little area. Let me see if they give me some instructions before I leave it. Hold on, y'all. All right. There's so much going on in this world. I agree. There's a lot going on, honestly, in the world that makes you not want to have kids. I just think at this point, like, the choice to not have children should be because, like, you about to go through the sunroof and shit. I'm 5'10", actually, SD. They're Wheaties. So I'm definitely tall. I'm definitely tall. Let's see if I know where I'm at. I think I do know where I'm at, though. Mel says, so many young people are saying that now. Yeah, I don't know if it's fair, though, Mel, because I think if people would have looked at the way the world was going when I was born, when other people were born, if they would have came up to the same conclusions, I wouldn't be here. My black ass would be somewhere in somewhere else. I am small people, 5'6". Oof, it sucks, man. You must have to like get a lot of help to get things from high counters and stuff. No, honestly, when I was younger, I used to hate being tall. I was like, why can't I be small with a size 7 like everybody else? And then we grew up, and now those people who were short are big and short, and they look like meatballs. So I'm okay with being tall now. I always wanted to be taller. I envy women with long legs. Yeah. I used to hate having long legs, though. Isn't that funny? I used to hate it. I was like, ugh, can never find pants that reach my whole ankle. I'm average height, 5'5" and a half. Yeah, average for women, absolutely. That's about average. But unfortunately, Africans, we have genes that make us significantly taller than most people. Significantly taller than most people. So. Today's supposed to be like one of those super ultra busy days on DoorDash, but it's not like crazy busy like that anymore. See, everybody's broke. They're waiting to see what happens with the election. Speaking of that, how many of y'all are going to vote tomorrow? Because I know it's easy to get in these chats and be like, I don't want to vote for none of them. They both suck. But how many of you guys are voting tomorrow? Or not tomorrow. Is it tomorrow or is it Tuesday? How many of you guys are voting on Tuesday? I'm thinking about voting, but at the same time, like, I don't want to vote for none of these niggas. So would I be irresponsible to just go in there and write in Kanye or something? Imperfect sense. I voted early. Good job, because it's going to be nasty next week. People don't realize how big this election is. You found your way back home, and you hit the ground running. Wishing you success, peace, and tranquility. Thank you very much, Imperfect. No, Miss Jalen says I wrote in Mickey Mouse. Oh, boy. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna vote because I really don't want to waste my vote. Like, I don't want to be that person who doesn't agree with any of the two people, and I don't know. You could vote just for your local officials. Yeah, definitely, I can do that. There's a lot of stuff they're trying to get off the ground right now in my city that I didn't even know about. You shouldn't vote. Terrible choices is ruining the country. Well, my son voted for Cornell West. We're gonna have a talk later this week. Listen. Good morning, my Reed. It is important. It is very important, Mel. That's why I'm not trying to play around with it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause honestly, I don't want Kamala to win because I don't agree with. I don't think she's a genuine politician. Not that there are any, but I personally don't think that she's gonna do anything good for the country. But what do I look like voting for Trump? Hey, Empress Kia. Yeah, I'm thinking about locally. I'm definitely going to front porch things. Juju says I don't want neither one to win, but Trump hasn't done anything for me neither. Yeah, you know, Trump was a president. Look how he left this fucking country. People can say whatever. Your presidency what you did during your 4 years is going to show in the 4 following years. This has been the worst economic time in history. Like this, I don't know. Maybe it's not in history, but this shit is fucked up. I don't remember people being this broke. Get out and vote Trump. F Kamala. I can't do that. Be real music though. I can't. That's just the hard thing. I don't think I can vote for Kamala. I would feel stupid voting for her. You know, just the fact that A, she's pandering to black people. B, she wasn't black until a year ago, and now people want to sell her as a black candidate. I would have preferred if she would have just said she was mixed Indian. Like, exactly, Empress Kia. That's what people don't want to pay attention to. Like, he did so much harmful shit. Like, the reason why women are going to jail for abortions is because of him. Like, I don't care what anybody says. If somebody don't want to have a fucking baby, they don't have to. They don't. And I'm conservative for the most part with my own politics. But forcing people to have babies, knowing these women are just going to go throw themselves down a staircase or find a wire hanger, what is the point? What are we trying to do? Like, it's silly to me. And to hear stupid ass men getting online trying to talk about this, like, that's what really irritates me about everything. It's like you have dumbass men who don't have shit swing between their legs, barely got a dick in between there, want to get online and talk about Roe v. Wade. Niggas, worry about the STDs you have. Worry about the children you can't afford. Like, why are you talking about what happens to a woman's womb? That shit is crazy to me. And they're talking about, oh, look at what they got in all the black neighborhoods. Thank God. Thank God. Or more women would have had chlamydia dealing with you niggas. You know how much Planned Parenthood saved women's lives in terms of real access to care that they need, that their doctors won't give them without telling their parents? Yeah, I remember that time. I remember the time when your doctor couldn't do shit for you without telling your parents. A lot of these women would have been walking around with the damn clap if it wasn't for Planned Parenthood. That's the thing that bothers me. These niggas don't care about STD testing because they don't care about STDs. But the big fact of the matter is STDs are part of the reason why Planned Parenthood is so important. You think Planned Parenthood is killing babies? Planned Parenthood is killing the clap. It's killing the crabs in your genes. The crabs that you're passing over to all the women that you're giving it to because you believe, you know what? I can't get none of these. I'm clean. Doctor? I don't need no doctor. That's what these dudes be saying. All we do is get on birth control and practice abstinence. These type of men don't care. Go and vote for your local politicians. People are weird as hell to tell somebody what to do with their body. Exactly. Abortion rights go state by state to even when Trump was president, he couldn't change New York. Vote for senators, people. Exactly. To me, Kamala is a better choice. Trump is off. I don't blame you, Chakra Love. I don't blame you for that. I'm pro life for my body. I don't get to make choices on someone else's body. Exactly. Most of the level headed people are supporting Kamala in this sector. I don't blame them. Most men don't have health insurance. You see, that's why Obama was like, if you don't have health insurance, I'm fining you $100 something because the amount of STDs they're passing around here, but then they want to talk about Planned Parenthood. Nigga, who would have been dead off them venereal diseases if it wasn't for Planned Parenthood, but want to sit here and get mad, acting like they didn't walk into a clinic. Medicaid, but it's something. Listen, there's nothing wrong with Medicaid, but the same dudes who are on Medicaid will get up here and say, "No, I don't want Planned Parenthood." Nigga, they're being funded by the same source. What is you talking about? They're being funded by the same source. Where they get your Medicaid money is where that Planned Parenthood money is coming from too, and y'all need it. Exactly, Juju. They can't name one thing. And the people who support him are also crazy. Most people I have debated with who vote Trump are unstable. Well, here's what I'll say. I have people who are family who are conservative, and the main thing that they're mad at is these like trans stuff, which I don't blame them. They have kids. I don't blame people for being mad about these trans stuff when they have kids. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. If you got kids and you see that schools are literally giving kids sex changes without permission, I don't blame them. I don't blame people for being mad about that. But at the same time, like, here's my problem with Kamala, because I'm not gonna say that Trump is a better option than her. But here's my problem with Kamala. Open borders. One. There's cities that can't get money, but they're giving money to people who are running across the border. I have no problem with immigration. My problem is do it the right way. We shouldn't have to be giving up our resources in our cities that barely can support us for people who are just walking in here. Trump is not going to fix no border. Trump is not going to fix no border because there wasn't less people coming in when he was president. Obama was the main one closing up borders, believe it or not. Obama. They debunked that. Trump once again was lying. If schools are doing that, you're going to jail and being sued. Now, here's what I'm going to say, Juju. I worked for a company who was contracted by the government, contracted by DCF. I worked for a company who did help youth get those things without their family's permission, who was calling them and acknowledging them by their trans identity without their parents' permission. So I'm not going to say that that's entirely true, but there absolutely is ways for children to receive trans care and things like that without their parents' permission, and I don't agree with that. Yeah, Obama was the deporter in chief. Obama was out here sending niggas back. Obama said no. He was the main one talking about no, 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 you don't belong here. But people were praising Trump because he was talking about a wall. Trump isn't going to fix the homeless crisis. He's not helping niggas. I don't know why you guys think. Your best bet was when he had the platinum plan. Now he don't care about y'all. He's not helping niggas. I'm pissed. There's a school by my area where a little boy was suspended for not calling a little boy a girl. No, he called him he. He met him as. You see, Mel, I'm gonna leave it at that. Trump ain't helping niggas at all. He don't care about poor people and he don't care about niggas. If you're black and you think Trump is doing something for you, you're slow. That's all I'm gonna say. The only thing I'll agree with people is that in some ways, Trump is not with that hoo-ha, hoorah rainbow shit, which I don't agree with. But he also doesn't have any policies that are helpful anyways. I don't really believe in the political system. I just play the game. Both sides are bought and paid for it. I agree with that, Chakra Love. That's true. That is true. Kamala can't change the rainbow policies. The senators have to change that. Yeah, but Kamala is for all of it, though. That's what makes it difficult for me. The alphabet community runs this world. They don't run anything, but I think a lot of them have a monopoly on politics and things right now. That's why it's so easy to cancel people. That's why, like, if you question anything gay, you can get you can lose everything. So he is a threat to national security. I agree. He hasn't said what he'll do to address it. So, yeah, that's true. It's starting to look that way, though. Jesus Christ is coming. Will catch many off guard soon. Loose lips sink ships. We'll see. Are in the politics, they're in the music industry. The alphabet community is everywhere. Exactly. And they're heavy in the music industry, heavy in Hollywood, heavy in all these places. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's almost like we can't escape them anyways. And Trump is not offering anything besides trying to come at women. All Trump wants to do is bring more conservatives in so that they can roll back more of the things that women have, more of the things that minorities have. I mean, he got rid of DEI. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? And the funny thing is, enrollment of black people yeah, in, enrollment of black people in higher institutions has decreased. So how were they qualified before, but now they don't qualify? So what all these people in enrollment or in admissions are trying to say now is that they only qualify because they were black. That's full of shit. Tiny Jaw, shut the hell up. They've been here. They're not going anywhere. You act like it's new and it's not. It's not new. Black people stay falling for the okey doke. What did Obama say? He said if anybody wanted him to do anything for them, they had to make him. Not his fault. The alphabet took him up on that. Ooh. Obama signed into law the X on birth certificates. You don't need to identify as a boy or a girl. Where you don't have to be good at your job, just be a color or sex. That's crazy. The funny thing is that people think that DEI being gone means that all those people who were in those certain fields don't qualify. That's not true. Those people who aren't in those fields now because they got out of DEI means that those businesses, those higher institutions of learning, all that, they wouldn't even give those people a chance if they didn't get some type of funding for it. Because that's what DEI got. DEI got significant amount of funding for making your institution more black, having more people of different ethnicity groups. If Trump was against the rainbow people, you know. Mufasa, go take a bath. These dummies fall for his corporate tax cut saying it will keep jobs around, but it's jobs that are not paying people enough, so people are having to work 2 to 3 jobs. Right. Exactly, Juju. The presidential election is really to distract people from how important your local elections are. That's the crazy part. The people that you put into power in your state have way more power over you than anybody else. This whole abortion thing, I can still go if I need to. I can still go to my city or my not my city because this town doesn't have a Planned Parenthood. I can still go to the nearest suburban city. I can still go to my nearest suburban city and get an abortion pill because of the way my state votes. Because of the way my state votes. That's what people need to pay attention. They're more worried about everything else. Oh, president. Mufasa, you haven't been easy on no one. You've been running your mouth as long as you could. We have to let the Dens know we want something tangible for our vote and support. Yeah, that's why I'm not willing to just go out there and vote Kamala. I can't just vote for her. What did she do to earn any black people? Nothing. She did nothing. She's only pandered. She's only pandered. Dwight Perry says if you vote for Kamala, then you're kind of dumb. Listen, I never said I was voting for Kamala, but to think that some of you niggas are voting for Trump, like he cares about your black ass. Trump don't care about none of you niggas. Not one of y'all niggas. Not one. He's just gonna pretend. Dwight, you must be dumb if you think Trump can be your daddy. Trump, no, none of them care. You're right about that. No, none of these politicians care. The only politicians that should matter to you is your local politicians. Nothing has changed for me in this country. Even with them changing the Supreme Court. Now, if his ugly ass somehow gets more Republicans, because that's what it's looking like, right? Where I live, people are voting for Trump. I live in a blue state, but people are absolutely voting for fucking Trump. The way these niggas are quiet right now, and I'm saying niggas to mean everybody here, the way these people are quiet, they're all voting for Trump. All of them. But the thing is that a lot of these people in my state don't realize once that Republican overhead comes and he starts appointing more people and putting things more Republican, that's going to start to reach our local policies too. The people in Rhode Island love to vote Trump because Trump ain't doing shit for this state. Trump is not doing shit that's going to affect this state. This has always been a blue state. But people are so excited now to vote for Trump. Okay, wait till them policies come start hitting our state. Exercise your right to invest in crypto and technology. If he becomes a dictator, I don't want to be here. Nobody complain. I don't want to hear nobody complain. Exactly. Look at New York. No one cares. I just want Trump to not interfere with me, Melania. Okay. Miss Jill, the fact that they are trying to get rid of the 19th Amendment is ludicrous. Yeah, it's ridiculous. They said Texas will always be red. That's true. I live in a swing state. You know what, Mel? I'm starting to think that mine is a swing state too. Cap, ain't nobody voting for Trump in the Northeast Flora saying anything now. When has Rhode Island ever been red? Like I said, our policies come across blue. They come across blue. A lot of people in this state are gonna vote Democrat. Don't get me wrong. But the way things have been going around here lately, I see a lot of people in this election voting for Trump. Especially because there's a huge Latin population right now voting for Trump. Thinking about Trump. And I'm like, Latinos for Trump. Don't he want y'all out of here? I mean, we're talking people whose grandmothers aren't citizens yet. Exactly, Tiki. Same thing with this state. I'm not predicting it's going red. I'm predicting that the red has always been here. And this election is bringing something out of folks. Folks are really feeling like, oh, ooh, we've been blue. All right, I'm gonna show you a red state. Because people are really mad. The cost of living, the cost of food, everything is too high right now. Yeah, I agree with that, Miss Jill. I agree with that. The immigrants will own the education and jobs box will be at the bottom no matter who the president is. I think certain blacks will, for sure, especially the ones who don't value education, who are still like focused on trade or who have been working class and comfortably at working class, that those people absolutely will be at the bottom. I think at the very least, if you're getting education, then you won't be at the bottom of anything. That's what I think. I think that if you're black and educated, you won't be at the bottom of anything. My brother is making top in his field. He doesn't even have a master's. He doesn't even have a master's, and he's making top of his field because when he got out with his bachelor's, he let his job put him through school. He let his job get the licensing and things for him. So at the end of the day, if you're reaching up, right, the black immigrants, which is Nigerians, will be at the top. Well, Nigerians will be at the top because Nigerians have a lot of wealth, and when they come here, they get the most high-earning degrees. I know a Nigerian that his entire family is made up of nurses, doctors, lawyers, and people in tech. Sisters and everything. And then they get married, they get arranged married to other Nigerians. That's how it be. And I'm just like, oh, all right. You all say you hate tellers, but voting the ones bringing them in by the millions. I never said I was voting for Kamala. And Trump had plenty of immigrants coming into this country, so... connections and networking takes you further than anything. Nigerians mostly send their best here. They do. I know people that have master degrees and still be struggling. They don't know how to market themselves. Exactly, Robin. They don't know how to market themselves, and they chose a degree that doesn't mean anything. A public health degree, a public health master's. You can't all be hospital administrators. And then these people have zero experience and want to be a hospital administrator because they have the degree. That's not how it works. You're better off going to get a BSN. You are better off going to get a BSN than to get a master's in public health. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You're not going anywhere. You know how many people I know with masters in public health who can't even get a fucking job? Trump had all-time low immigration at the end of his term. He did have all-time low at the end of his term, right? Because I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that it did start getting significantly out of control around that time. Because if you look at it, about 4 or so years ago, it started like there was a huge influx a couple of years ago. That's when it started getting really bad. But if you look at Obama's whole term, his 2 terms, he was yeeting people out of here. His borders weren't open at all. His borders weren't open at all, Miss Queen Sheba. Our community is also taught it's better to be loyal to an employer for years, but the career track is to jump around, demanding pay increases each time. Exactly. Literally, but we're not the only ones, though. A lot of people have been taught, oh, be loyal. You'll get a 10-cent raise every couple of years. Like, man, I'm going for better pay. Stay a year, stay 2 years, and go somewhere else for better pay. That's what you're supposed to do. We don't live in an economy where people can afford to stay at a job that's not paying them well for years. You can't do that. I had to demand high pay from the law office I was working at. That's why I'm so mad I left that damn job. Even though it was stressful as hell, I'm not gonna lie. That job was stressful as fuck. You have to demand correct pay or they're not gonna pay you. I had to get myself bumped up to in the 20s. And there was people who I knew working there that weren't getting that. They weren't even asking for that because they believed more in loyalty. Loyal to what? I'm loyal to my damn bills. How can you be loyal to a company if you can't pay your bills? That's the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. That's why some of these companies, you can't waste your time with them. As soon as they start talking that loyalty BS and they're not even paying you enough to pay your bills, it's ridiculous. When you acquire skills hard to come by, word of mouth is the best marketing. No, the best marketing is making sure that you, first of all, you leave an imprint everywhere that you work, meaning that your work ethic is above everything else. It's not about loyal. I'm loyal to my light bill, loyal to my cell phone bill. I'm loyal to my rent. Like, I don't want to hear shit about loyalty from none of these companies. They weren't taught to negotiate their salary. I'm telling you, when I was negotiating pay in these jobs that I had, people were like, "You're really gonna leave if you do? You're really gonna leave if they don't pay you? You're only gonna stay there for a year? You stay another year, they'll start paying you better." If they wanted me to stay, they would have already been paying me better. You said no and agree with me once again. I don't know what you're talking about, Royce. Modern day state slave. Job stands for just over broke. I honestly see why people give up on corporate America and choose to work for themselves. Well, listen, there is some corporate jobs that pay you well. But most of them, with the economy that we have and the cost of living, they're not doable. They're not feasible. I saw a job the other day. I forget what kind of job it was, but it was like some office setting. $15 an hour. 15 and then 37.5 hours. So not even a full 40. At least back in the day when you didn't make a lot hourly, they were like, you know what? You can come work 60 hours a week. You'll make it up. I'm trying to get off the grid as much as possible. I don't blame you. Exactly. That's beyond poverty, Mel. That's dirt poor in the East Coast. Dirt poor. You can't pay your bills making $15 an hour anywhere on the East Coast. I can't. But I'm looking at this shit and there's like realistically put $15 an hour. I'm like, Okay, at least in those places where you can still find an apartment for 6, 7, 800, but you can't find an apartment for $800 anywhere on the East Coast unless you're living renting a room. That's the only time you're gonna find anything for that place, when you're renting a room. It's ridiculous. But I'm going to head out, y'all. It's been nice. I hope that you guys $7 a month membership works. Oh Lord. You can't find an apartment for 800 here. Is 2000 and up. Empress, back in the day, an $800 apartment in New York, wasn't it just a closet? Or wasn't that a room rented? No, you don't, Royce. Not really. A lot of these law office jobs, they're easy. You just got to do your job. A lot of people who have been there for years are burnt out. They're tired. They're half-assing it, but they know they need that check, so they're never going to leave. It's still a closet. You'd be lucky to find a place under 1,500 a month these days. Exactly. Back in the early 2000s, you can get decent place for 500 to 600 per month down here in the South. Good luck now. Exactly, Tiny Jaws. Nowadays, you can't. A room with community bathroom. Exactly. You got to share a bath. I remember at one point I was trying to move. I was trying to get my own place while I was still in school. And I found this place that had said, I forget how much it said it was. I believe it had said it was like 7 or 800. And I thought, I'm like, oh yeah, this is nice. Let me go look at this apartment. It's right downtown. I go downtown and she's like, okay, so this is the bedroom that you have. We have a lock, so you'll be able to lock your door. You can lock your bedroom door. You can like put a code in and everything. And here's the bathroom. And I look at that nasty ass bathroom. Imagine having to wear flip flops in the shower in your own house. I hope not, Robin. But I think we are. People also have bad managing. Yeah, very bad managing. But if you think about it, how do you manage no money? Right? You have people who are having to make the choice between food and the cell phone bill, food and gas, food and light. It never used to be this hard. When I was growing up, my parents' apartment, 3 bedrooms, living room, dining room, kitchen, $850. I only know because I used to go with my mom all the time to get the money order. $850, 3 bedroom, living room, dining. We had living room, dining room furniture. I remember because my biggest, most annoying task that I had to do when I was a teenager was dusting. And we had all these big, like, chestnut colored furniture and stuff in the living room that I always had to dust. They used to annoy the crap out of me. $850. I eat when I have to, not eat because I want you to eat. Sometimes we have to make sacrifices. Exactly. It's called inflation, allegedly. This is not inflation. We spoiled in America. That's the truth. I see people put needs in front or prioritize. I definitely see people prioritize, but at the same time, I see people who work 50 to 60 hours a week and still can't pay their bills. We paid more than that for a 2 bedroom. We're in Texas now. Jesus Christ, Lana Love. But that's what I'm saying. This was the East Coast, though. You can't find nothing for $800 here anymore. This state that I live in used to be known for being cheap. Oh, yeah, you can come there. Family as 5. Y'all be living okay. $800, $900 a rent. My stepdad was in construction. My mom was working in jewelry, doing jewelry stuff and things like that. Easy breezy. Here we are, fast forward 20 years, 10, 15 years. Now look at us. Now look at rent is tripled. This is why people be getting in relationships so that they can move out or they can move somewhere. 800, you might share a bed. That's how they get folks destroying their credit. I live in New York and I put in over 48 hours a week and I suck it up and pay my rent. Get a roommate also like the Mexicans. Listen, I'm telling you, 800 with a roommate you can do because your rent is 1,600. But y'all are paying 1,600 for a 2 bedroom. And that's not including no bills. My mortgage costs as much as people's rent. Yeah, chakra love, it's crazy. and you own a house. These people could be put out any day. Not obviously in America anybody can be put out every day if you can't pay your mortgage. But it's different when you got a place of your own versus you're renting. People's rent is literally mortgages. I don't call anybody broke, serious. I don't get on here and call nobody broke unless they present themselves as such. I don't miss renting at all, right, Robin? Royce, no one out here want to F you thirsty. Yeah, I know, Miss Jalen. He do be thirsty, though. If I'm going to have a big house. Yeah, Juju, I feel that. Go ahead and buy, y'all. I think so, own a spot. But I think, here's the thing. If Kamala, a 2-bedroom for 1,611 in the hood. But here's the thing, own a spot. Unless they make it reasonable for people to pay rent and bills, I have said the same thing to Flora Face. I am not like you. I don't throw rocks and hide my hands. Stop throwing tantrums. Tiny Draws, shut your stupid ass up. Here you go. I'm going to do it for Jalen because you keep running your mouth. People have to do what works best for them. Some people don't have the capital to put down for a house. Average rent for a 1-bedroom apartment in my city is $1,400 a month. In Baltimore, not trying to be mean, Baltimore's raggedy as hell. I'm not trying to be mean. I love Washington, D.C., all Maryland, that whole area. But Baltimore is ghetto as hell. Maryland is beautiful. My family lived there before my parents divorced. If I show y'all pictures of my house, the house that my parents had when they were in their 20s and first got married. Yeah, exactly, own a spot. A lot of people don't realize that there is money. There's a lot of money. But the problem is people have to be fiscally responsible. So they have to get their credit in order. They got to pay down debt. Those are things that you need to do if you want to buy a house. Oh, damn, sis. Why you do my city like that? I'm sorry. Because some ugly ass nigga that I hated was from Baltimore. Not all Baltimore. Each city have their issues. Jalen, humble yourself. You couldn't get close to me. Royce, you're being dusty as hell. DoorDash is not like, you can't even do DoorDash these days because the money you'll spend doing DoorDash, like your gas tank is going to shit. Anybody can do it in 12 months, I swear to God. No, you're right, Own a Spot Live. I just think a lot of people aren't ready to make those changes. How much for a big wrench? I'll say $50, Miss Jalen. Just 50 because I gave somebody a big wrench that I thought was cool with me, and then I saw them start going around to all different channels doing some fuck shit. So I'm a little scared, but I am willing to sell it for $50. Juju says, I love my DoorDash people. Listen, I got people who love me too, but it's not feasible right now. Not in this area. Not in this area. In this area, the money that you will be spending to do DoorDash in your gas tank is not worth the money you'll make. Who upset Miss Jalen? Who upset Miss Jalen right now? Somebody, I think it must be Tiny Draws who upset her. Somebody. You would make money in Jersey. I think so. Oh. Okay, Miss Jalen, I'm gonna give you a big wrench. Hold on, I gotta take your little one to give you a big one. So hold on. Add as a managing moderator. All right, there you go. Now I just know Miss Jalen's gonna... So for those of you, and thank you very much, Miss Jalen, for supporting the channel. I appreciate your support. I know you just want to attack these bandits on here, but I'm just giving you a big one. He said, I don't want no smoke. You should have left her alone. You should have left her alone. I gave you a wrench so that people don't time you out like they want to. Now look at you. Miss Jill said, I think people are getting priced out everywhere, Rasbo. Yeah, Robin, the problem is a lot of these jobs have, like, especially when it comes to paralegal jobs, they have a lot of requirements. but the pay is not paying. Like they want you to have a whole bunch of years experience as a paralegal. They don't really like as much people who have degrees because they know you're going to ask for more money. They know paralegals will take certain money because they don't have a degree. I have a degree in criminal justice, so I'm not going to accept low wages when I could just go work in social services fields and make $10 to $15 more an hour. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even though I want to go back to being a paralegal, I just think there's no point. They're not willing to pay you, right? Especially if you have a bachelor's. And they kind of look for ways to not pay you. Well, you have a bachelor's, but you're not specialized in this field of law that we're doing, or whatever. And that's their excuses and their ways of not paying you. Because I've gotten into some of those jobs with those people working in law, and I knew way more than them having no degree. So, and I know way more than them having no paralegal certificate and just a degree. So I think it depends. Like, I think if you got a paralegal certificate, then you should work in that field. Like, you don't have a degree in anything else. Empress says, Flo, you have to do what you have to do. Yeah, I'm going to social services until I get my degree because I don't have the time to waste in a job that's not willing to pay me. That's the thing about a lot of those paralegal jobs. They're not willing to pay you well. They want you to accept crumbs. And that's because they want the lawyers to be the ones bringing home all the money. It's a lot of work paralegals. Yeah. I'm glad I brought my home over 20 years ago. My house is worth more than what when I purchased it. Yeah. I'm telling you, it definitely is. Cuz this market, you probably would get the best value. It's definitely a owner's market. I forget what they call it. It's not a buyer's market. It's a seller's market. So the people who are selling would get way more benefit out of people who are buying right now. Hmm. But yeah, it just be like that. My degree's in criminal justice. So since I didn't go into law enforcement, a lot of people are like, well, what were you going to do with your degree? There's plenty you can do with a criminal justice degree. The problem is you just need more education. A lot of people who have criminal justice degrees, they go on and they get like public policy masters. They get a JD, which is what I'm heavily considering. I think I'm on the fence about it just because I don't know if I would enjoy practicing law. Not to say that it's not fun and there isn't a lot that you can do with law. I just have more like, I don't know. I just feel like I won't enjoy it. I feel like I would enjoy the field that I'm looking at more. So I'm thinking about that. I'm also thinking about doing both, so that I can run a business where I do both, and or at least that I hire people who does one or the other. So education is just as bad, which is why it's hard to keep teachers and childcare workers. Yeah, education is the most disrespectful, right? Because people got to sit there and deal with, no offense, everybody's raggedy ass kids. I'm not saying everybody's kids are raggedy, but they got to deal with everybody's kids. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I only enjoyed it when I was doing it with special needs children because, first of all, it was a different environment, and you know that them kids really need your help building those skills. They care, they matter. You'll make a real difference on those kids' lives. That's the only reason why I enjoyed special education. I saw so many kids meet so many milestones. You know how good that feels to meet a kid that didn't know how to do a skill, and then you work with them for a little bit and now they can do the skill. Now they're good and comfortable at the skill. Hold on. My cousin was a teacher and she hated it after a while. Now she opened up her own learning space and does tutoring. My sister's a teacher, and through the story she tells, but she loves it. Well, here's the thing, Chakra. There is some school districts that you can go that naturally do have the money for you to make decent pay. The cost of living isn't bad, but it depends on where you are. Because in some places, being a teacher is not bad. You make decent money. The area that you live in is a nice area, so it's not like too expensive. But most of these metro areas where people are teachers, that's why there's so many kids. That's why there's so many teachers that they're begging to join these master's programs. Will pay you a yearly salary while you just sit here and go help in these schools and get your own masters of teaching them, because they know teachers don't get paid enough. Every teacher can't go to the private sector. Every teacher can't go to a place where teachers get paid well. Every teacher can't do that. And a lot of kids get left behind. Miss Jalen, tell me why I was looking at a police opening the other day. $35,000 a year. I said, man, there better not be no crime in that city. She does have a master's degree. It's her passion for sure. Yeah, exactly. Well, a master's makes a difference too. My cousin said she had to do too much for not enough pay. A lot of schools are like that. A lot of schools want you to just take whatever they have. And if you ask for more, you're doing too much. Or you're not helpful. Or you're not taking it on the chin like every other teacher. That's the thing. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this off because it's not lucrative right now at all. Whew. Sorry, y'all. I had to turn off DoorDash because they're sending me single digit orders. And you know, if you keep declining them, then they make your acceptance rate go low, 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 low. And then they start sending you emails. Hey, we've changed our acceptance rate policy. If it goes below 20%, you can't dash anymore. Well, stop sending me $4 orders. I'm not going anywhere for $4. That's not even a tank. That's not even a full tank in most cars. Especially this one has a damn V6 engine. My niece got 5 girls. I helped pay her for school supplies for then, and she works. Teachers be constantly going on pay strikes. Yeah, they be having to buy their own supplies. Yeah, because if they want to teach their class or their students with old supplies, then they have to go out of pocket. And a lot of these teachers care and they exploit that. That's the sad part. That's the sad part. Miss Jillian, why don't you go ahead and exercise your big wrench abilities? I just want to see some. Not saying nothing against those people, but I just want to see something. Most people don't have that kind of support. Yeah, most people don't. Most people don't have that kind of support to have somebody help them. Some people have family, but their family got kids too. That's why a lot of these rappers who used to do all those open not open those school supplies and backpack, I think they're amazing. Because those teachers, a lot of those kids would be going into school without what they need if it wasn't for them. Those teachers don't have all the supplies for those kids whose parents aren't responsible enough to get them school supplies. So, but yeah, it's scary. I don't like, honestly, that's why I'm not like, I see why people my age are not interested to have no damn kids. Okay. Hey, baby, you can do longer than that shit. The school I send my son to, all the parents bought so much the teacher would send the supplies back home, but other school don't work the same. Exactly. Exactly. There's a lot of kids that go to school and they don't have what they need. My sister deals with a lot of grandparents too. Yeah, the school I send. Sorry, I read that one already. Well, honestly, if they really cared, they would create a moratorium. Like you can't pay teachers below poverty for the city that they're living in. So if they live in California, you got to pay them average salary to survive in California. Like that's what it should be. That's what it should be. Teachers shouldn't have to have multiple jobs. That shit's crazy. My daughter says there is a world of difference in the kind of teaching assistance you receive and give depending on the income levels of the parents of the kids. Exactly. It's a huge difference. Trust me, I've worked in education. Huge, huge difference. So, anyways, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. I do have to figure out what else I'm going to do for the day because DoorDash is not it. And I'm not about to be out here wasting my gas. Probably should go in and tidy up, do some laundry. So, thank you all for coming and chatting with me for a little while. It's been real. It's nice always chatting with you guys. And I'll see you guys on the next one. All right? Peace. Make sure you guys vote this Tuesday.